button? I didn't hit the button.
I didn't know if you had started.
Okay.
Good.
All right, apologies for being a few minutes late. I'd like to call the meeting of the Township Committee of Long Hill, special meeting dated October 16, 2024. Would everybody please rise and join me in a pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Megan, please read the statement of presiding officer.
In compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act of New Jersey, adequate notice of this meeting, specifically the time, date, and public call-in information were included in the meeting that was electronically sent to the Echo Sentinel and posted on the Township website. The agenda and public handouts for this meeting can be viewed online at www.longhillnj.gov. A public comment period will be held in the orders listed on the meeting agenda.
Thank you, Megan. Please take roll.
Committeeman Dorsey?
Here.
Committeewoman Riker Elaine?
Here.
Committeeman Verleza?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Lavender will not be joining us. Mayor Pasurcia?
Present. At this point, we'll go right to item number 3 on your agenda. So the meeting is open to the public. Remarks and statements pertaining to any matter. Comments and remarks will be limited, please, if you could, to 3 minutes. Good evening.
Good evening, all, and
Hi.
thank you for being part of this. Question one.
Sorry.
Why is our public safety director compensated $100,000 more than any other public safety director in the state of New Jersey? Number two, did that have anything to do with his affiliation with the companies that helped with the ouster of Chief Naga? Number three, was Matt Dorsey being facetious when he said that the 5 families of Long Hill at Mr. Pepe's eulogy, or was that a Freudian slip? Number 4, when will the town council just admit that, look, we needed Naga gone, Peoples was the man to do it, and now he's being compensated to the tune of $1 million via the taxpayers of Long Hill Township?
Okay, question number 1, that's not a factual statement. One of the people, at least, that we interviewed for the job was paid that roughly at another town. So
Town in question.
that was
for-
question number 1.
No, but I'm saying
What town?
the town, because my friend is in Patterson. He's running to replace, what's his name, Pascal. $100,000 more than Patterson. The guy who spoke at the last meeting, Mr. Reggio, 100,000, huh? Ruggiero, my mistake. $100,000 more than Union. And these are towns that have much bigger populations and much more crime than Long Hill Township, to my knowledge. So, again, what was the town that was being compensated $213,000 for their public safety director, if you don't mind me asking?
I can't speak to Patterson or Union, I could speak to us.
Which, no, you said that there's another town that was being compensated to that amount, $213,000. What town was it?
Well, I don't think
Don't.
I should answer that question.
No?
What I can say is, your statement was Director Peoples is being paid $100,000 more than any other public safety director in the state of New Jersey, and I said that is not a factual statement.
But yet you cannot, although I mentioned Union, Patterson, Byram, these towns, Byram's like $13,000. So where $213,000 came from is like, and Byram's population and crime rate is comparable to ours. So the fact that you can't tell me the town that you're using as a reference?
We're not going to turn this into a debate, but what I would say
Okay.
to you, we don't know what the job responsibilities are in the 3 respective towns that you said. I know what the job responsibilities are for Director Peoples, and that job offer was voted unanimously by all 4 voting members. That I can say, right? That's
Yes.
public document.
One more question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
How is it that the President of the United States can be fired, but our Public Safety Director can't be?
He can be fired.
How? No. Oh,
For cause.
It was written, and what was the due cause? There we go. Exactly.
Cause, right?
Exactly.
Look, I'm not going to get into a debate.
I know.
The contract
Okay.
is what it is. It speaks for itself. Is the contract a public document?
Sure.
And you know what the contract is? The contract is horrendous. Like I said, every one of you can be replaced, but not Safety Director Peoples. Have a good evening.
No, I want to answer the rest of your questions. Well, Matt's going to speak for himself. What was your second comment?
Oh, it was about when Mr. Pepe passed away. Matt
that was
said
question 3 or 4,
the
yeah.
5
All right.
families of Long Hill Township. I thought he was trying to be funny, but after speaking to the commission, I think that he was
commission?
well. That's what they call it in the commission. I thought that it was a Freudian slip.
I cannot comment.
I asked Matt. You don't have to.
I referenced the 5 families of Lower Sterling, where us poor folks are all from. Us old poor
Okay.
Italian families.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Thank you,
Thank you
Joe.
for coming down.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Charles Renowitz, Millington. Again, no questions, only comments. You, the Township Committee, have created this problem. The Public Safety Director, 5-year employment agreement, has responsibilities that conflict with the New Jersey case law. This is the document. Someone created it. Someone signed it. This committee agreed to it. This,
I believe the council disagrees
this
with that.
agreement, let me finish. I asked no questions tonight.
I don't
This
need your
agreement,
permission to speak, Chuck.
say that again?
I don't need your permission to speak.
You don't need mine. Well, I'm asking questions, and you're taking up my
So
time.
now that question.
You're taking up my time. I didn't ask a question.
Carry on. Carry on.
Quit taking up my time.
Carry
I
on.
can say that, can't I?
Yes, you can, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This agreement has done or contributed to costing the Long Hill taxpayer excessive dollars through a very expensive public safety director at $217,500 per year for 5 years. Additionally, we've contracted with labor attorney fees to Pelosi Cohn and LLC. Number 2, a deteriorating relationship with Morris County Prosecutor's Office. Number 3, a police department administration, being public safety director, officer in charge, and lieutenant, that is at best is disjointed in its working relationship. At best. You've implemented a public safety director position that is not in any recommendations in the 2 police studies that we as taxpayers paid for. They are the MRI study and the recommendations by Mr. Robert Falzerano in the police department assessment. Number 5, no progress has been made in moving the police department headquarters out of the floodplain. 6, no Long Hill Township police chief has been vacant for 2 years in another few weeks. There needs to be a look back and someone to be held accountable for this problematic employment agreement and the creation of the public safety director's position. Such a look back should come with the appropriate actions, terminations, resignations, and/or firings. The taxpayers have had enough on this issue, and it's gone on way, way too long. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Arento.
Thank you.
Seeing nobody else in the courtroom, can I turn to Megan? Anyone at home? And Chuck, thank you. You were right on 3 minutes. Well done.
If anybody on Zoom would like to make a public comment, please raise your hand now. FL would like to speak.
Good evening, Frank Liberato here on Zoom. I don't know if you can hear me, but on Zoom,
we
the
can,
audio's
Frank.
been cutting
We
out
can.
quite a bit.
We can hear you,
Can
Frank.
Okay, very good. I'll just be brief. Mayor, just wanted to understand with this additional special meeting that you called for tonight, is this part of the process of arriving at, you said, a conclusion to this, hopefully on October 23rd, wherever we're going to end up in regards to the matter with the police department and the public safety director, or is this a completely unrelated issue tonight?
I wouldn't use the word closure, I would use progress, and yes, it's in the vein of progress for the topic you just referenced.
Okay, so basically you're still in negotiations, I guess, and we're not at a point where we have any answers to anything. Is that a safe assumption?
Again, not fair to you, but I wouldn't use the word negotiations. The Township Committee is considering all of its options.
All right, well, I'll sign off here because unfortunately with the Zoom, I'm only hearing bits and pieces of your responses, but thank you anyway.
Frank, thank you.
Thank you, Frank.
Any others? All right, seeing none, we're going to go into exec. I'm sorry? Motion. I thought, didn't you say I was a dictator?
You were gonna do. You were gonna say motion after what you were gonna say.
Thank you, Aubrey.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Team effort.
If Megan hadn't interrupted me, no, Megan, as usual, is correct. She did not
Keep it
interrupt
moving.
me. Can
Make
I
the
have
motion.
a motion to go?
Approve resolution
Oh.
24
I'm sorry, all right, I didn't.
to go into
Oh,
See, Matt didn't
So
know
moved.
either.
with no further action, second.
There you go.
Committeeman Dorsey?
Yes.
Committeewoman Reichert Eline?
Yes.
Committeeman Verleza? Mayor
Yes.
Paserchia?
Do I say yes now, Megan, or?
Aubrey, Elaine.
Yes.
Correct.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Mike?